Alive.
Okay. So the party's been travelling for the past hour or two overland after having defeated the Iron Golem. While you've been travelling, one of the things that all of you have noticed is that Tennyson, or Vincent, as St. Alden, or Artreus refers to him, have been deep in conversation with each other. Almost to the point that they've been ignoring the rest of you, and as you kind of tried to interact over this period of walking, they pulled themselves back into themselves, and they're having some kind of very deep, seemingly serious conversation, which suits Tennyson to a T, but doesn't strike you as in character based on what you've seen during the combat with St. Alden. As you arrived back to the beach, Ilinda and Ravik, you stepped out to Philip's call, and he requested the quill that you've recovered from your previous destination. After you tactfully indicated that you personally did not have the quill, Philip took this in the way that he took this and moved to threaten your friends that you had aboard the ship in a seemingly desperate move to recover this quill. We open with the last thing having happened is Philip threatening Patek and Tech, moving to pull the trigger, with Uruz running in at the last moment with a scream, moving seemingly to intercede, and receiving a point-blank shot from Philip's blunderbuss into his gut. Because, Ravik, you had a prepared action, you're going to roll first die of the session, and then we're into rolling initiative. Okay? So, Ravik, as we transition, I need you to roll to hit, please.
Okay. $21.
Because it's the first roll, I will tell you that is Philip's armor class. Roll damage.
Wow. Okay. Okay. This is unbelievable. I rolled 4 1s.
Oh no!
So that is 6 damage.
As you fire the shot, you see that in a seemingly distracted state, Philip has fired on your ruse and immediately moved to cast some kind of ability, which deflected a large portion of the impact of your shot, but it still seems to have caused him significant pain, and it ricochets into the sandy floor. You did not hit Patek or Tech. The first thing that everyone's going to do, please, is now roll initiative.
Wait a minute. I think I have ability for this.
So 3, it's a great success.
Okay.
10 success.
3,
Yes,
great success.
Okay, so great successes first. Elaine Zaro.
Okay. Actually, Elaine, you can go first, as it's your closer.
No, go for it. You go, mate.
Okay.
Zaro, you haven't broken cover yet.
No, I haven't. What I would like to do is I want to use Shadow Jaunt.
Okay.
Okay, I'm guessing the boat's casting a shadow on the beach.
There are shadows being cast by the boats. Not massive ones, but there are shadows, yes.
And is it enough for me to Shadow Jaunt too?
What is the range of your shadow jaunt?
It's 60 feet, but plus my movement is 30 feet, so I can move 90 feet basically.
90 feet, right? To... So you can get to, from where you are, if you run and then shadow jaunt, you can appear just above crew 17. That is the extent of your range. In the middle here. Your maximum range is here or here.
Basically, what I want to do is get behind Philip, take a shot into his back. And
okay.
as I'm now 5th level.
Yeah.
Dude, the shadow magic is 1 ability point instead of 2, right?
Yes, because you are now 5th level, it's 1 ability point instead of 2. Yes.
So is it possible to then...
to switch stances?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then Dark Blade arrow into his back.
The first thing you need to do is roll DDM for Shadow Jaunt.
That's fine.
Because that's what you're doing first.
Okay, I think it reset anyway. Let me see. It's 2. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, what did you roll there, Zaro? A natural 1 on the DDM. Fantastic. Before anything else happens, Zaro, you run, wreath yourself with shadow. Please, can you roll a D100?
Come on. Please be something good. Oh no. That's a 98.
Oh wow.
98. Sounds good.
I hope it's good.
Please roll a D6.
Oh gosh. Alright, I rolled a 3. Excuse me.
As you run, you jump into the shadows of the trees. When you reappear, you feel something in your forehead. It's a strange sensation as a pitch black slit appears and then opens as a shadow eye appears on your forehead. You have advantage on this shot because you now have what the benefits and negatives are going to show up later, but you now see everything in color, but you can focus and everything now shows a hue of black and white, and Philip glows with unlight.
Okay, that's it.
You now need another. Your luck is reduced by 1 for the DDM. You now need another DDM roll. So your DDM decreases to 1, increases to 2 for your shadow arrows.
Increases to 2, and another DDM roll.
Roll a 1 again.
It's a 4, but it's fine.
Okay, so your DDM is currently on 2.
It's 2.
Roll to hit Philip. You have advantage on this.
Okay, that's natural 15 and a natural 2. Okay, 15, I think that's 22 to hit.
22 to hit will hit. Roll me some damage.
And it's D8.
The damage for this one shot, you also add, I will allow because of the circumstances, you add your back. Do you have backstab damage? Or is that.
I don't.
You're not thief. Okay, just roll me some damage with advantage, please.
Okay, that's a bit even. Just check something. Glass. It's to attack. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Alright. That's for 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Fantastic. And you see this arrow slam and immediately shatter against Philip's skin as he stumbles forwards. Immediately, he turns around to see you standing with the bow still in your hand, and he drops the blunderbuss and pulls out a pair of pistols. What is your armor class, Zaro?
Armor class is 16.
He has rolled a 32 and a 33 to hit you.
Cool.
Okay. Zero, 2 bullets slam into you as you take 22 hit points of damage.
And Jask is sprinting, by the way. Right, Jask is sprinting towards me.
Absolutely, Jask. Jask can reach you, He can attack Philip if you allow him to take an attack of opportunity. He can attack Philip on his way to you because of his
Is that right?
speed.
I want to do that.
If you're sure, yeah.
Yeah, let me just check what he needs to hit. Just gets +2 to hit. Okay. That's a natural 20. It's +2 is 22. He gets +2 to hit modifier.
A natural 20 will hit. On a natural 20, what does Jask do?
It's knocks prone, grab.
I need a saving throw, don't I?
Yeah, saving throw.
A natural 20 is charm, isn't it?
Yeah, it's charm.
That die is gone. Never to be seen again.
Nice. Also, 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Fantastic. The charm effect has not succeeded.
Okay.
But he has taken a full bite. The attack of opportunity
Oh, yeah.
will hit with a 24.
Yep.
Okay. But it's just going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
As Philip lashes out, butts him, pistol whips Jask as he runs to you.
Okay.
Which means we move. That was Philip's turn attack. Elendor, we move to you.
Question: who has the quill now? I've forgotten.
I believe it is. Is it Tristan or Storble?
Did I get given it? I don't know if I've still got it.
It was Storble.
Yeah, I think you have it.
Okay, I'll have it.
Okay, Storble, you have the quill. Elendor, please roll a perception check. Actually,
Yep. That's a natural 8, which... what's it for?
it is perception detection.
Sweet. So that is 15. So it becomes a 7, which is a greater success.
Fantastic. As you look at Philip, you see that the blunderbuss he's dropped, as it hits the ground, it dissipates.
Nice. Was he any chance called Bryn in a past life?
Interesting.
All right.
I'm afraid I gave him Irish, not a Welsh accent.
Yeah. I think Elendor is just gonna... Father, why would you attack my friends? I don't even move to like pull out a sword or fight or anything like that. I just stand there and say that, yeah.
Elendor, this is something that's been coming for a long time now. And we can't afford distractions. Do you really think they'll see things the same way as you and me? We need decisive action. That's what cost our people last time. Deliberation and being polite and tactful. We lost this entire coast because while we were speaking, others were planning our demise. We have to be the ones to strike first.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that we have to kill these ones. Especially innocent such as... well, such as Tech and... Yaruz.
Hand over the quill, and we'll stop it right here.
But we were coming aboard. We were going to give you the quill before any of this. We don't... well, we're not even sure this is the real quill. If we give you the quill, will you leave my friends alone?
If you give me the quill, roll a charisma check, Elendor.
This ain't good. What, persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. I rolled a 5, which becomes a 4.
Okay. He thinks for a moment. If you give me the quill, right now, then me and my men will back right off. And we won't. We'll let you off this time for the trespasses you've committed against my vessel. And as he refers to you, Elena, you can, as he gesticulates, you can see he's referring to the others.
Well, by rights, ultimately, surely I was part of the vessel.
Son, I begrudge you nothing. You're welcome to come with me and sail with me. It's these others that have trespassed, tried to pry the secrets of my vessel out.
Storble, give me the quill. And I turn around and look to Storble.
Okay, here you go.
And as I take the quill, does it feel magic-y at all?
So, Storble, can you... actually, as you're receiving it... actually, Storble, can you roll to hit, please? Because you're throwing this quill at Illinder. Just to see if it's in like a general direction. It shouldn't be too hard. It's about 15-20 feet between you.
I rolled a 7.
Illinder, can you roll a dexterity check, please?
It's a 9, so that's a great success.
Okay, so Storble doesn't throw it very well. Illinder, you use 5 feet of your movement to basically recover the quill from where it landed. You still have 25 feet of movement, more if you dash with your wings, of course. And as this is going on, can you roll me a perception arcane lore check, please?
Yep, cool. So I get advantage with that, don't I?
With arcane lore, I believe you do.
Oh, that is a natural 1.
On a natural 1, the quill that you recovered from the Iron Golem seems to radiate properties not unsimilar to what you would describe as arcane magnetism. In much the same way a compass needle would be specially magnetized, you feel that some preparation has been made to this quill.
Okay. And then at that point, I start using my full movement to get to Philip.
You can go next to Yeruz or below.
Next to him, because Philip's that side of him, isn't he?
So as Yeruz is on the ground bleeding, you land and Philip is right next to you, and he smiles and he's, "That's the right choice, son." And he kind of turns to look at the rest of you and shouts, "Right then, that's the rest of you going home then." You can see Elender with your perception check. He drops the pistols, which disappear on the ground, and from nowhere pulls out 2 fresh ones.
Okay, well, before I give him the quill...
Yeah, you're still holding the quill.
So what I do is I go down to start. I know I can't do it this round, but I go down to start. Would Solace of Argonia help?
Maybe. Potentially, but you don't know yet.
I go to start casting that.
Okay, no worries. As this happens, Philip is he's holding his action for the moment, it looks like. All the other crew members have muskets pointed at anyone not in hard cover. But with that turn of events, nothing immediately happens. So who rolled a success?
Hit me.
Okay. Ravik, Tristan, and Storble, you may communicate if you desire. Philip seems to be holding his action. He's waiting to see what you're doing.
I'm going to approach Yaruz and Tech.
You could use your full movement to get there, yeah, if you dash.
Oh, I have to dash?
To get all the way to them, yeah.
How much?
If you
How
don't
much could I
dash,
get without dashing?
it's about just to the edge of the sand, I believe. Maybe just slightly further.
Wait, I was about there.
25, 30, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. From here, can I tell how Yarius is doing? Does he look
roll
like he's
an-
dead? Does he... Sorry, go on.
Roll an intelligence apothecary check.
I've got a disadvantage, and I rolled a 2 and a 20.
Uruz is lying on the ground, seemingly unmoving, with blood pouring into the sand. You have no idea. He may well be dead.
Okay, I switched to owl form and I cast Writhing Fog, and a 20-foot radius around Tech, Philip, Uruz, and Ilan.
Okay. That's okay. As you cast a spell, I need you to roll a DDM check, please.
Uh, 20.
Okay, your DDM increases by 1. A field of smoke appears, and that's the end of your action.
Yeah.
Immediately, you see a swoosh, a spin of dark wind, and the fog is dissipated, and a residual glow emanates from Philip, who now has both guns pointed at you, Ravik. What are we trying to do here, then? I thought we'd agreed a stalemate.
You shot my uncle. I can't trust you.
That's probably the wisest thing any of you have said thus far. Tristan and Storble.
Want to go first, Tristan?
What? What thing?
I think I'll just hold my position in the trees.
It'll be fine, don't worry. Sort it out.
Okay. And then, what were you thinking there, Storble?
I'm going to look to Tennyson. Master Tennyson? There's too many of them. What are we going to do?
You can see that Tennyson and St. Alden are looking at each other. And then they look out to everything that's going on. And Tennyson turns to St. Alden and is like, "Are you sure?" And St. Alden, or Atreus, turns back to Tennyson and says, Yeah, he's the one. Really, really annoying. Really, really powerful. We need to stop him. Tennyson looks back at you, Storble, points at Philip, and says, "Whatever we do not let that bad man get the quill." And Storble begins to dissipate into the ether as his mind is still racked with the insanity, and he returns.
Sorry. Sorry, someone's chatting to me. Okay, I'm gonna use. I can't remember what it's called. Okay, I'm gonna get a bit of paper out and start drawing.
Okay, what is it you draw?
Well, that I don't know until I roll. Got to roll a d6 first.
Okay.
Okay. That nuisance sketch smelt simulacra?
Yes, sketch simulacra.
Yeah. And
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 2. And got 8.
What are we summoning?
Goblins.
Goblins. if I can remember how alphabetical order works. Okay. And do they appear near you? Yes.
Yeah,
Is there a
within
range.
Yeah, it's within 30 feet, I think it is. They can just stay in the trees. They can't attack.
Okay. Please roll a DDM check as well, Storble.
Yeah, I rolled an 8, which is fine.
Ah, okay, for your Oh, how many goblins did you summon then?
Sorry, both of them 8, sorry.
Oh, okay, fine. So you have 8 goblins with you in the tree line, and that is your full action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Philip turns to look at you, Ravik. I'm happy to leave you and your uncle, just as soon as I have the quill, eh? Tristan, you were the other success. Philip is still holding his action, both guns pointed at Ravik. In fact, no, he's going to stand. He's going to shift. He's going to stand arms wide, one pistol pointed at Zaro, one pistol pointed at Ravik, having identified both threats to him. Tristan.
Okay. I want to use elemental shaping to form a earth sphere under his feet. Like in the ground.
Okay. It's about 120 feet range, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So underneath Philip's feet, a section of earth is now under your control.
Yeah. And if I sense hostility, I want it to strike him.
Or doing that and then holding your action to see if he does something, you're responding to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Excellent. In that case, we move round to the crew. Zara, crew member 17 is holding a musket pointing it at you, but he does step away and out of your melee range. Do you take an attack of opportunity?
And I kind of look at him like, I'm watching you, basically.
Okay. He stands, he has a weapon pointed at you. They're all holding muskets and pointing them in various directions, aiming at anyone not in hard cover. With that, there's a bit of a Mexican standoff at the moment. St. Alden moves to the edge of the tree line, so does Tennyson. And they look out. And they too, for the moment, are going to hold their action to see what happens, how it plays out on the field. But Tennyson does turn to say to you, Storble and Dristan, that man must not be allowed to get back on the boat. If he does, we are all in big trouble. Which brings us to a new round. So can everyone please roll initiative?
Oh, 4.
That's a total fun.
So we'll start with great successes.
Natural 1.
Elendor, you are standing to one side of Uruz's bleeding body, not corpse, body. Philip standing on the other side, his guns splayed wide. He kind of nods you towards one of the boats. Get on, son. We can make our way out of here. It's about time you got the life you deserved. There's a lot for me to tell you.
First, I heal this injured man. And I cast... So would it be better to cast Lay on Hands, or, like, in my knowledge, is it Solace of Argonia is like a... It ends afflictions, doesn't it?
So are you trying to get him fighting fit, or are you trying to heal a specific injury?
I'm trying to, heal his gunshot wound, essentially. I'm not trying to get
then
him
it would
fighting
make
fit.
sense. Sure, then it would make sense to use Solace of Argona.
Cool.
Well, it makes
Which I
sense to do either, but I'm happy for you to reason either. Okay.
Hang on, I'm just looking out.
That's fine. In the specific context, and do you move? So you cast that as your action. Do you do anything else, Belinda?
I start going towards one of the boats.
So you can get onto that middle boat. You can very much reach it.
Actually, first Ravik is in front of me, innit?
Ravik is further south. Yeah, Ravik is
Okay.
here.
I say, Father, I must speak with my friends first, and then we will leave. Yes.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh, okay. So that's a 12, but can I re-roll it?
You may use a reroll die.
That's good. That's much better. That's a 6. So that is a success.
Says, they've got weapons pointed at me, son. Get them to lower them and step onto the boat. We can talk to them from there.
I wish to say goodbye to my friends, Father. There's a good chance I may not see them again for a long time. Ever, perhaps. Grant me this small query, and then I'm yours after that.
He nods in acquiescence, not moving his pistols, still pointed at
Yeah, of
Ravik
course.
and Zaro. So you've healed your wounds. Is there anything else you'd like to do then, Endo? You have your movement.
Yeah, I'm going to move towards Ravik then.
You can get all the way to him if you want.
Just so you know, what you're looking at right now. I'm like desperately trying to keep control of myself, but you can tell I'm seething. I'm angry.
I just say to you, your uncle will not die. This is the only way that we can do it.
Is he okay?
Yes. It will take him a few hours. Hang on.
That's okay. That's fine. It's taking a little while.
It'll take him 3 hours.
Not that Illander necessarily knows that.
Oh, Illander's good. He's good. He knows.
Okay, fine.
It will take him a few hours, but he will be okay.
You're sure?
This is something.
You're certain?
Yes, I've healed him. All my powers have gone into it. If he doesn't survive, you can hold me personally responsible. From this one thing. Don't get me wrong, if he dies from something else, not my fault. But this is something I must do.
You're leaving then?
I think so. The only way that I can see. I will endeavour to contact you with everything. And yeah, we'll see. You're the oldest friends. If you'd have told me a year ago I'd be calling you my friend, I wouldn't have. But needs must. I need to find out what's happening. We need to If we need all the information and we haven't got it. Now, I go to hug him.
I'm incredibly tense. I accept the hug.
And then I pull away.
You have 15 feet of movement left.
I'm going to do something incredibly risky. As I'm hugging him, the quill which I've put in my pocket, I'm going to try and deftly slip into his pocket.
Switch him.
And then get on the boat.
Okay. I need a dexterity sleight of hand check, please.
Brilliant.
Alright. It was a 17, but I'm going to rethink it. Hang on. That's a lot better. That's a 3. Natural 3. And my dexterity is 19. Whoa. Yeah. And it becomes a 2. Sorry.
Okay. You place the quill on Ravik. And you move towards the boat, you say?
Mm-hmm. And get in.
You can get back to where you were. You won't be able to get further until your next round because that's an action of 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, 100%.
Fine. You move back to your ruse. Okay. Philip doesn't move. He's got a pistol raised at Ravik, a pistol raised at Zaro. Any other great successes? Zaro.
I have an arrow drawn at Philip, but I'm holding it.
Okay, holding your action. This is one Mexican standoff. Any successes? Ravik.
Stay put. Gun still aimed at Philip.
Fine.
And I wait. I'm gonna hold my action in case anything happens.
This is gonna be okay. Excellent. The crew are all holding weapons, holding their action. Failures. Tristan.
I don't know at this point. I just kind of want to let someone else deal with it.
Not my problem.
You guys all climb a tree and get height?
Okay, roll a dex check.
20.
You are focusing so much on Philip and the earth underneath his feet that you move to the edge to climb a tree to get a better, but you trip. Nothing crazy terrible has happened. You're still within cover, but you do not have height. You use the rest of your movement to recover. Basically, you have no more movement or your action. You've spent your movement in action getting to the edge of the tree line. You still have the held. You still have the earth underneath Philip's feet, but on a 20, you're no longer going to be able to use it as a reaction. It will just be ready for the next round.
Okay.
Okay. Storble, I believe.
Me and my crew are going to go in like a line in front of Ravik.
As you break the tree line, Philip kind of eyes you up, and several of the muskets that are trained on others swivel to point at you guys from the rest of the crew.
I mean, we're gonna pretend that we're nothing to do with it.
Okay. So you've
Let's
just
start.
sauntered out of the tree line. There's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of you.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
We're just a bunch of mates having a laugh.
Okay. That will end this round, which will reset everything. Does anyone want to take an action before we roll initiative again?
Can I dash actually a bit further forward?
You can get all the way to tech if you dash. Is it just in front of Ravik or all the way up?
Yeah, like that. That's fine. And then
Okay.
the other side.
Ravik, you now have a bunch of goblins who seem to be around you, not attacking you, kind of following Storble.
Are they
In front
short
of
enough
you.
for me to shoot over?
Absolutely, they are. Absolutely.
Oh, also, I need to ask something.
Mm-hmm.
A new ability I have is Manifestations of Nature. And reading it, it doesn't specify like the mechanics as in like would it cost an action to do that? And once it's summoned, is it there forever until it dies?
What is this? The
So basically,
class
I
toolkit.
can summon. No, it's a half scorn thing. I can
That's half
summon
scorn, okay.
a spiritual manifestation of an animal.
Yeah.
And it retains its relevant stats, but shares the same qualities as an incorporeal being, as in it can only be damaged by magical weapons, and it can pass through objects and things, and that's all it says. And I can do it a number of times per day, equal to half my level. I assume it would be an action.
I would say it's an action, but it's permanent until dispelled or destroyed.
Okay.
It sounds like the number of times per day would be your daily cap, so you couldn't retain more than.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah.
Okay, that's good
fine.
to know. I'm not gonna do that right now, but.
Okay, that's good to know. In that case, everyone, please roll initiative.
I rolled a 2.
9 success.
Okay.
Wow.
So great successes first. No, great successes?
I'm holding my action still.
I'm on a success.
Okay. Zario still holding your action. Everyone else is holding their action. Philip, still with the guns pointed. He looks at you, Storble.
Wait,
There's a mighty lot of you approaching us mighty fast. And he moves one of the guns from Ravik to Patek. You might want to back off a little bit there. Guy could get a bit uneasy. Yes, Zaro.
so if I dig into this little third eye thing, can I look at Philip? Can I see if there's like a chip in the armor, like a vulnerable part of him?
Roll a perception arcane law check.
Oh, I have both. I rolled a 6. That's a great success, actually.
You see that you get the feeling that he is very powerful, and he seems to be drawing energy from a variety of sources. But underneath that, you think, like, if that were to be worn away, he's a bit of a glass cannon. But you see a lot of, arcane shielding.
So do I tell what the sources of power could be from?
Was that a success or a great success?
Great success.
The only ones you can identify are the ones you're familiar with, which is he's drawing a lot of illusion abilities from what you would expect to be the vessel, and he's also deeply in touch with the penumbra. It seems he seems to be using a fair amount of shadow abilities.
Okay. Apart from that, I'm holding my action. I'm holding my...
Fine. He moves the weapon to Patek to get Storble to back off. Any successes?
Yeah.
Ravik and Elendor. Who would like to go first?
You go ahead, mate.
I just start going back to the boat. How far is like the proper boat?
You look out to sea. It may well be a mile or two offshore. It looks to be quite a way away.
Okay. Otherwise, I was going to say I might just fly. Go on, I'll just get into the rowboat and wait.
Okay. As you get in, the rowboat is solid. You get onto it. You stand on it. You stand in it. Elendor, you feel, though cannot see, hands patting you down. And the quill, you can feel that where it is hidden on your body is nudged. And I need you, in that moment, I just need you to roll a straight d20, please. No stats, a straight d20.
It's 4.
Okay. You feel the hands stop. You sense something, though you're not sure. And you see Philip respond. He's like, I'm glad I was right to trust you, son. Now, I'm sorry about what comes next. Elendor, I need you to roll it's going to be a luck willpower save.
Willpower. It's a 12, which is just under it. So I rolled I rolled a 12, and it's 13. Luck willpower.
Your luck, so your luck stat, your luck is on, what's your luck on?
Oh, sorry. So it's not. It's a 12, and I rolled a 12. Do I fail?
No, so your luck is currently 12.
Well, my luck willpower
plus your
is.
willpower modifier. Your luck plus your willpower modifier is 12.
Yeah.
That's fine. That is a success. Your luck is reduced by 1.
Yep.
You feel a very powerful pull. It's not aggressive, but potentially maybe antagonistic, but not harsh. It feels you're being forcibly transported. You feel yourself stuck somewhat to the boat. Though whatever has attempted to happen, you kind of feel your feet begin to sink into it slightly, and your mind kind of fuzzes for a little bit. You've managed to resist it, but you are currently on the boat, and you are aware that you have been checked to see that you really have the quill. Philip sees Zaro. He walks up to you, Zaro. Lowers his weapons to his side. He just walks up to you. And he leans into your ear. Do you know what happens to people who try to break into my own vessel? They die. I need you to roll a...
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. Oh, my camera keeps freezing, sorry.
No, that's no problem.
I'm still here,
I'm
I'm
just
still
going
here.
to triple check.
You liar.
I knew it. I knew he was going to do it. That's why I wanted to flipping fire.
He walked up to you. You didn't say you fired.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
the way this works.
Go on.
Creatures of 6 hit dice or left. Hit dice or less. Oh no.
It's not good.
Zaro. This spell affects a 30-foot radius, 6 hit dice or less. Targeted creatures die instantly with no luck save. That's a 6th level spell. That's a 6th level spell, Word of Ending. I'm going to give you a luck save, however.
No,
but because
but
you're
can
not
Jask
supposed to-
like get? I don't know.
Well, it depends. What do you do? I will allow you a straight luck check. You're not supposed to get one, but I'll allow you a straight luck check.
All right.
No,
What? Go on, Ravik.
I know it's a new round, but I've been aiming my gun at him this whole time. Is there anything I can do?
Well, he didn't look aggressive. He lowered his weapons, in fact, and started walking towards the boat and leaned in to whisper to Zaro.
Yeah, but he leaned in to whisper to Zaro. That is aggressive.
If you want to perform a rescue, Ravik, I will allow you to roll a. First of all, you need a dexterity check to see if.
But you might die
first
as
of all, you need
well.
a dexterity check. You need a dexterity check, Ravik, if you're going to perform a rescue. I'll allow you to attempt it with your specialist weapon.
Okay, can I switch to tiger form in doing
You may.
this?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Right. I'll just quickly write that, otherwise I'll probably forget. Alright. Dexterity check. There's a 6, great success.
Okay. Now I'm going to need you to roll to hit.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to put him off the spell. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I need you to. Yeah, I need you to hit him. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Can I use a reroll on attacks?
Is a rescue an
Oh
exploit?
wait, sorry. Hang on.
Your dexterity
I
modifier.
I rolled a 1, and my unique feature allows me to reroll fumbles.
You reroll fumbles.
Okay, thank goodness for that. Come on. That's more like it. 23.
Okay. Now I'm going to need a straight luck check to see whether it happens at the right moment, if it's the right time.
Yeah. Okay. Straight look. That's a 3.
Okay. Roll me some damage, please, Ravik. And I now need to roll a saving throw from Philip. This die does not want to stay on the table. Now, because of your rescue, I'm going to give him disadvantage on this. Okay?
Okay. Alright.
However, well, let's do damage first. You have hit him.
Oh, no explosions, but it's better than last time. 12 points of damage.
Okay. As one of his abilities is to recover from damage and still be able to cast spells. So this rescue has blocked that. And here's the thing, because you've now identified yourself as a hostile target, Ravik, he's going to expand the spell to its full power, and he's going to expand it to its full 30-foot radius, if he's able to recover the spell.
Alright.
If he's unable to recover the spell, then the spell absolutely fizzles out. He's used it and it's gone.
Can I just say, like, as my roll this round was a great success, can I act on what Ravik did?
What would you like? To what end?
Basically, just like prone him or something. You know, basically just stop him from doing whatever he's doing. Like I've unarmed combat. I can, you know.
Okay. Well. Okay.
How about just cover his mouth?
Let's see if he can recover the spell.
Okay.
Okay. His stat is 15, so if he rolls a 16 or higher, he's lost the spell. He's got disadvantage. He rolled an 11 and a 17. The shot catches him through the side of the face, and the word "die" gutters in his throat. Which means, Ravik, you've been able to perform a rescue. Turning to you, Ravik, there's blood dripping down as you've scarred the side of his face with that perfect shot. He looks at you, and less than words, it's more of a... He just screams at you, Ravik. Zaro. You're not... No, there's nothing that would indicate a direct attack now, but Philip has turned back to Ravik. Was that great successes? Go on.
Sorry. It was 14 damage, not 12. sorry.
14 damage, that's fine. And I've completely lost where I was. So, Elena, you've acted.
I lost my
any other
action.
Great successes for Zero. You waited. Did you wait? No, you didn't. You haven't acted at all. have you?
No. Like, yeah, because he came up to me. I was like,
No,
I was holding.
that was Philip's. That was Philip's response.
Oh,
Zero, it's now your
okay,
action.
yeah.
Philip has turned to Ravik.
Do I get disadvantage at a bow this range, this close?
Unless you have an ability that says otherwise.
Double checking. In that case, I might just try Dark Blade and a sword, just swinging.
Switching from that's fine. You can switch from bow to sword. It's
I need to
still
roll
the same
DDM
stance.
check, which is 2.
No, roll the DDM
Because
check.
each
The
time
DDM
my
stays the
class
same. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
you
fine,
switch from
it's
arrow
fine.
to sword.
Yep.
Absolutely, roll to hit.
Okay. I believe. Basically the same as my armor, really. Plus 8. That's an 18. But
18 total.
no, it goes plus 8, 20, 26. Yeah. Yes. 26 to hit.
Okay. Roll me some damage.
Is a sword a D8?
Longsword's a D8, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's 3. That's 2. That's 5. Okay. 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. Fantastic. In response to this, Jas gets an attack as well.
Yep.
If he wants one.
That's fine. It's plus 6 here. It's at 18 total.
Okay. Philip, without blinking, well, having screamed at Ravik, takes a single step southeast, completely ignores Zaro and Jask, who both get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, we're at 18 again. That's another 9 damage. And then from Jask. No.
Okay. And he steps in front of Urus and just holds both guns up. He looks you dead in the eye, Ravik. He doesn't even look down on the ground and performs an execution on Ravik.
Anyone do anything, please?
Still
I
good.
mean,
Can I
Can I
Sorry.
perform a rescue?
Are you performing a rescue?
Yeah.
Can I cause a distraction to assist that rescue?
Well, Storble, you haven't acted yet. What is it you're doing?
Okay, all the goblins are just gonna run
They're
straight
just
into
gonna
him.
dogpile.
Yeah, like not literally drop their swords. They're just gonna like just jump on him, like grab him, try and put him off.
Okay. I need. This is gonna be great. We'll use your dexterity, Storble, for simplicity.
Okay.
I need 8 dexterity checks.
Okay.
At least one of them's got to do it, surely.
My dex is 17. Yeah. Okay, it's a 12 and a 17, an 8 and 11, a 1, a 15, 5 and 19. There's 7.
All but one.
Yeah, all but
7 successes.
one was a
Okay.
natural 1 as well. If that
So
counts. for
just
anything.
for simplicity. Okay. Goblins, I believe, have 4 hit points. Okay. So you've put 4 times 7. You've put 28. Yeah, if I can do maths, 4 times 7 is 28. You've put 28 hit points of damage between your ruse and the bullets. Okay.
Okay.
I'm now going to roll damage. And I'm going to see whether you've put enough hit points in the way. If what I roll exceeds 28, Urus has taken an execution shot. If what I roll is less than 28, then the goblins are dead, but Urus is alive. Oh yeah, should I use the app? No, because it's exploding. Okay. Oh,
Oh
I
man.
do. First shot. One more roll, they're on 20. 22 hit points of damage are dealt.
Nice. Does that mean 2 goblins survive?
There are 2 goblins currently laying on your ruse covered in blood. Philip looks down. He's more controlled now. He's not screaming anymore. But you see he throws the guns to the ground, and before they've even hit the sand, they're gone. And he looks up at you, Ravik, and he holds his arm wide, and a long gun of some kind appears in his hands. Any successes?
Did my rescue take up my turn?
No, Ravik, did you roll a success?
I did, yes.
So Ravik and Dristan, you may both act.
Oh yes, I'm acting. So I'm immediately gonna switch. Ooh. Or should I just switch now? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna switch into bear form. I'm just gonna roar and charge him.
Okay.
And I'll get out the axe as well.
Okay, I'll put you there for simplicity. You charge at Philip. Please roll to hit.
Or should I go? Should I go bear form? No, sorry. Instead of bear form, can I just revert to my standard form?
You can revert to your standard form.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I'll roll to hit. Sorry. 14.
14 total.
Yeah.
You have a +2 because you charged. Yeah, I don't know if.
No.
Okay, that is your. Do you have a second attack? That is your action.
I don't think I have a second attack. No, that's my action. But I want to try and, if possible, as part of my movement or whatever, can I push my uncle away and stand between him and Philip?
Roll a dex check. You've got the strength to do it. It's just whether you can do it as part of a fluid action. Roll a dex check.
Right. Okay. So acrobatics or just straight dex?
Yeah, it'll give you acrobatics.
That's the skill I took last. So that's a 9, which becomes an 8. It's a success.
Okay, you managed to push him back a little bit, but there are goblins on top of him, which are now splayed and a little bit confused as to what's just happened. You are between Philip and Uruz. For Philip's off-turn attack, with one hand he's holding this gun. With the other hand he moves to grasp your throat. I'm just going to see if he hits. Because you charged, he rolls a. It's higher than. What's your AC?
15.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
Ravik, I need a luck constitution save.
Okay. Now can I switch to bear form?
That's very
Or is
cheeky.
it a bit-
It's
is it a bit
very
cheeky?
cheeky. That's very cheeky.
I mean, I don't know, like.
This is
does
his
it-
action. It's a free action on your turn, but it's his turn.
On
It's
my
not a
turn.
reaction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair. That's fine.
I mean, if you wanted to switch through all of them on your turn, I'd allow it because it's instant. It's a stance.
Yeah,
But it's his
yeah.
turn.
Fair enough.
Well, it's his
Roll a
off-turn.
5.
Your luck is reduced by 1 as he grips your neck, and for a fleeting second, you feel your circulation stop and harden and stiffen as though granite, and then you breathe again. Your luck is reduced by 1, but you are still alive. Any other successes?
Yep.
Kristen.
I want to move forward 30 feet. Like my distance.
Yep.
And I want to use my sphere that I had and just
Yep.
whack him around the face with it.
Roll to hit. 2 attacks, I believe. No, just the 1 because it's at distance. It's 2 if it's melee, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So 20 to hit.
20 does not hit. But does he count as flanked? I don't think he does. 20 does not hit. So you raise the ground from beneath, and he kind of looks, he locks eyes straight with you, Dristan, takes one small step to the side, and shards of rock fly up inches from his face. And you can see blood from where he's been shot. And he just kind of smiles as the blood kind of seeps into his teeth. And he just looks straight at you, Dristan. And you hear words in your mind. Ah, foolish monk. Any other successes? Okay. None of you are in hard cover. Ilindor, this does not apply to you as you're in the boat, however. I need everyone to roll a luck dexterity save, please. We'll start with Ravik. So just a straight luck dexterity save.
Fail.
Okay. Ravik, you take 9 hit points of damage as all the crew are now opening fire. Dristan, I need a luck dexterity save.
I got a pass.
Okay. You take 12 points of damage. Damage is halved. You take 12 points of damage with a successful check. Zaro, I need a luck dexterity save.
I rolled a 10 as success.
Success.
Yes.
You take 2 points of damage. It's just the one guy shoots at you. Storble, luck dexterity save.
As a success.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Zaro, that damage also applies to Jask.
Also,
Yeah, 2 points of damage.
so to each, yeah?
Yeah, 2 points each.
Got it.
Okay, Storble, you take, with a success, you take 3 points of damage.
Yep.
This goblin's dead. The others are not looking good.
Okay.
All right. Tech and Patek have dived to the ground. They've not said anything. There are bags over their head at this point. They've dived to the ground. Bullets are exploding everywhere. Everyone is taking shots and damage. Any failures on initiative?
I think I had a total failure.
Storble.
Oh, just me left.
I think we move around. Yep, that was the crew. It is Storble, yeah.
Okay. Okay, the two. Okay, I guess one of the goblins, because he did a rescue, he can't act now, can he?
He can. It was enough to. Yeah, he can act.
Yeah. Okay. Can I get the two to grab Patek and Tech, and maybe untie him and maybe try and get him to run downwards?
Okay. Goblins, can they cut ropes? Can they do that? Yes, they can. It's not going to be too hard. The only thing that's going to... 15, 15. You're actually clear to get to there. Tech and Patek, bags pulled off their heads, ropes cut. I'm not even going to roll because this guy's got no hope. That goblin, as he moves to run with them, basically Philip doesn't even look. He just kind of coughs, and the goblin disintegrates half into the ground, and there's goblin guts everywhere. But there is currently a goblin leading Patek and Tech to the ground. After the crew have fired, another thing does happen as well.
Yes.
These two burst from the tree line and start sprinting. And you watch as they start sprinting out, all of the crew are now turned to, as they seemingly dissipate and they're reapparating weapons. Tennyson and St. Alden are dashing out of the tree line. In fact, St. Alden would be there, but Philip does have an off-turn attack. Is he going to go for... Yeah, Ravik's messed him up. Okay. That's 225s. That's going to hit. Oh, wow. Ravik, you see that Philip has forgotten this long gun. He's gone back to the 2 pistols, and you take 22 hit points of damage as both of them just empty into your chest. Tennyson and St. Alden are rushing out, which does not grant Philip an attack at the moment, which means we've moved back to a new round. Everyone, please roll initiative.
So did I get an action as well?
Oh, sorry, Storble, you get an action as well, absolutely.
Can I get my pad out again? And just draw
Yeah.
the best stickman of Dristan possible.
To what end? You are duplicating Dristan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Give me the specs.
It says... sketching one of your companions, you can choose an ally and mimic the most recent action. And I think it was the rock thing.
So you, Storble, you attack with Dristan. Your rock flies into the air, and you feel it leave your control for a second as Storble takes over, guiding the rock. Storble, please roll to hit.
Oh, wait,
you
sorry.
have Dristan's mod.
This wasn't a spell, was it?
No, it's a druidic
okay, that's
ability. Yeah, Storble, please roll to hit. You have Dristan's modifiers, which is, I believe it's +3.
No, I rolled a 5.
So it goes up, it comes back down, and Philip steps back to where he was, and it hits the ground. And he looks at you now, Storble, and you start hearing whispers in your mind, which are quite disconcerting. That's not how you play ball, son. That does move everyone to a new round. Everyone, please roll initiative.
I rolled DDM as well. It was a 12, so that's fine.
Yep. Okay.
I got a great success on my initiative. What?
I'm on a
Great
4.
success as well.
Great success. Let's go.
5.
Poke bad again.
Okay. Okay. Ravik, I believe we start with you then.
I rolled a 5.
I'm gonna go for him again.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I miss. After missing, ooh. Oh yeah, that's an action. Okay. You know, in wolf form, the active ability is to mark an enemy, and then ranged attacks against them are at advantage until the start of my next turn. Is that all ranged attacks or just my ranged attacks?
I think it says all, doesn't it? It's the Hunter's Mark, all ranged attacks.
All ranged attacks, yeah. Do we have a lot of people with range? 1, 2. Not worth doing. No, I'm not. No, I'm focused on protecting. So I'm going to switch to bear form, and
You're currently in bear form, I believe.
I was in normal form.
Normal form, okay.
I changed my mind before, but now I switched to bear form.
Okay. Philip, in response to this, takes one step beside you, Ravik, and kind of looks at you with a sly grin. He holds his hand up, points it to your ruse, says, "No, that would be too easy," and lifts it past Storble and fires a black bolt of liquid flame towards Patek Tech and the goblin with the sword. They're gonna need.
Need
Did I
it.
try and bend that, or-
Can I just jump in the way of this?
Storble, you're actually caught in the blast.
Oh, okay, I can't really jump.
Can
in.
I-
So Storble,
Did I bend that away from
go
them?
on.
Hang on, can I try and rescue them?
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, just Dristan. Sorry, that was a very. What did you want? Sorry, I'm gonna give it to Dristan this time. What were you gonna do?
He said he was doing like black fire.
It's a black fire. Yeah, it's the same stuff that a lane door shoots.
Cool. I want to turn that back on him. It's fire. It's an
Okay.
element.
It's
It's a
It's
fireball.
dark fire. It's like shadow fire.
Still fire. Did it once.
It is fireball. This isn't explode. If you center it on Philip, like Storble, Ravik, Uruz, and Zara all get hit. So does Tennyson and Olden.
Okay, I'll just send it off into the
crew.
Into the crew, yeah.
I will allow you, Tristan, to roll a willpower divine law check
Yay.
to tap into the natural aspect of this flame. There isn't much. It is black fire, but there is a flaming element to it, and you are an elemental monk.
Well, that's a 4. That's a great success.
Where does it go?
It goes to the far left boat, hitting hopefully all that crew.
So the fireball spreads. It goes, yeah, that's fine. So it kind of veers off course, goes here, and explodes. You watch the crew flicker out of existence, and then as the explosion, like holograms disappearing and reappearing, they are back there again. But the ground is scorched. There's glass where it superheated the sand. Patek Tek and Goblin with Sword are all alive. So is Storble. Other great successes.
Got a 5.
Anyone lower than a 5? What'd you get, Zaro? A
4.
3?
4.
A 4. Go for it, Zari.
Attack from the back on Philip. From behind, step from behind.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
With Jask as well. That's a 17. Plus, yeah, that's 23. And leave off for Jess as well, please. That's plus 2. Come on, roll 20. No, roll 2. Okay, that's fine. Just a D8 for my sword.
Okay.
That's 1. 1 plus 6. 8 damage. That's 7. No.
8.
9 damage. 9 damage, sorry.
9 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. A shot hits Philip in the back. Did you roll DDM for that? Yeah. Oh no, because you haven't summoned anything new.
It's a sword.
You've approached then, Zara. You're in melee. Fantastic. Okay. As that happens, Philip
What charger?
is going to turn. He is going to get quite vexed that you've thus far been able to. Ooh, what is he going to do? He's going to roll a check. Ravik and Zaro, Storble at disadvantage, but Ravik and Zaro, you may both roll a perception check.
It's a success.
3.
What specifically did you roll? A 3.
Out of 13, so it's a success.
Ravik, you, Storble, you have disadvantage, but it's a perception check.
Is it detection as well?
I'll give you detection.
Just a success 10.
What is your perception?
A 10. Both.
Okay. Ravik, you and only you see that Philip does not use any drastic motions this round, but you catch him waving his hand ever so slightly at. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to roll a check first of all. Okay. It's a subtle one. Okay. You see, he's waving it towards. Well, you would believe it to be at you, but you feel nothing negative happening. But he's waving it at you.
Okay.
There's a very subtle hand movement towards you. As he does that, yeah, that's what you notice. And then you hear a grunt as evens and odds. Evens and odds. St. Alden, still running, crumples and crashes to the ground next to that the fire. Tennyson, you hear mutter an expletive, but he keeps running, and he's running past Philip. It looks like he's running for something else. But it's not his turn yet. But St. Alden has crashed to the ground. Other successes, or other great successes, sorry.
Yep.
Elenda and Dristan, who would like to act first?
You can go ahead.
Elenda.
I just wanted to quickly check. You know, the deed to the griffin. Does it?
Yeah.
As I think, ever so quickly.
Yeah.
Does that inherently feel magical?
There was nothing innately magical that you noticed about the deed.
Okay. I'm going to do something, and it's probably going to get me killed. But I feel like if I don't do anything, then all my friends are going to die. So
Right.
I stand up, pull out the parchment, and I declare, I claim this boat, the Star Maiden, or the Griffin, whatever you want to call it, to be my own. And as the lawful holder of this document, I have the legal right to it. And I want to see if any, and then I'll say, put down your arms. And I'll look around to see if anyone does.
I need a luck charisma save.
This is going to be terrible. Is it persuasion or...
No, it's a luck check with your charisma modifier,
Okay, so...
which I think reduces your...
Yep. It's a -1, so it's a 7 I've got to beat.
You may use reroll dice if you desire, but yes.
Yes, I do, because that's 14.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Natural 1.
Your luck is reduced by 1.
Yep.
And you watch as all the crew kind of turn to look at you hold this document aloft. And Philip is kind of, he kind of twists his head in frustration, seeing everything that's going on. And he turns to look at you. How could you do this, sir? We were so close! But you do see the crew look to you, and then to Philip, and then to you, and lower their weapons, watching and waiting to see what happens. Which
Father.
brings it to Philip's turn.
No.
Go on, Elenda.
I was just going to say, Father, you broke our deal first. I said they were not to be harmed.
You've grown soft with these ones, but that's okay. I can rectify this situation. And oh boy, as this happens, 1, 2, 3. It's you. That's the thing, Illinder. You at this moment are his greatest threat. You have just stopped his entire crew from acting. So he is going to... Actually, first things first, it's your turn. You're still on the boat, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need you to roll a luck willpower save, please.
That's a bit better. So it's 10. Ah. So that's an 8. So that just beats it.
Okay.
Wait,
So
shouldn't your luck
you-
have gone down though when you succeeded?
Yeah. So it went down to 7, and I've got...
Oh yeah, because you're on -1. Sorry,
Yeah. 'Cause it's
yeah.
I forgot about
So
that.
that's okay. Sorry, so your luck is reduced by 1, Linda, because you're still on the boat. You feel that the boat that you're on is still trying to do something, and you're resisting it while holding this up aloft.
Interesting.
Philip, yeah, he sees you, Illander, and you can see he kind of looks at you, and there's a pained look in his eye. He looks around the crew. Oh yeah. This isn't the way I wanted it to go, son. Just make sure you know that. And he is going to... I just need to check your safe. Ranger. I need you... So, that was the boat. Now you see Philip focusing on you, Illander, and you feel a great tightening around your scalp, and this is another luck willpower save.
Natural 3.
Your luck is reduced by 1, and you feel this tightening around your skull, and you have a sharp pain, but you still have that deed. The crew's still not firing. Any other great... I believe, Dristan, you also rolled a great success?
Yep.
It is your turn.
I kind of want to charge at Philip. Is he within 30 feet?
If you charge, you can be within 60 feet.
Well, I just
yes,
want to...
but he is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to Philip within 30 feet, just barely, yes.
Great! I want to grapple him.
Roll to hit.
And also set my hands on fire, but I'm not sure if that counts as another action.
I don't believe so. You're using fire. That's fine. You can attack with... Because you've already got it active, you just switch it to flame.
Okay, cool. That's a 19. That's a natural 19.
And roll your second attack.
The grapple.
Oh, is that a natural 9? So that... Okay, so you need to roll a strength check then.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a second attack?
For physical grappling, I don't think so.
You have... Well, no, because on a 19 you grapple anyway, so I need you to roll your second attack.
Oh, great. Okay. That's a 14, that's a miss.
So the second attack, so you move to grasp him, and he kind of dodges a little bit, and then you manage to spin into a kick, and you get your arms around him, and he is cloaked with ethereal darkness. You feel a shimmer as an arcane aegis whips up around him.
Okay.
Sacrifices off turn attacks, arcane aegis, and get you off him.
Oh.
You are not, he is not grappled. You have been repelled by arcane energy.
Okay.
And as you kind of interact with it, there are sparks and flames. Any other great successes? Well, that's kind of good news, because that moves it to Philip's actual go, but he's used most of it to block Dristan. Which means he's going to take the rest of his action to kind of stand up, then lower himself down, lower his center of gravity, and he looks, again, he doesn't have any weapons in his hands currently. He looks to be defensive at this point, which moves it round to successes. How many successes? Okay. St. Alden is on the ground. The crew are not attacking. Tennyson runs past Philip and gets to you, Illander. He jumps onto the boat. He kind of looks. He sees the body of St. Alden slumped to the ground on the sand. He looks at you, Illander. Where is it? Give it to me. The quill.
I give him the quill.
Okay. He takes the quill. You see, he looks at St. Alden's. Man, I hope you taught me to do this right. And his eyes glow into his serpentman form, and you can see it's channeling a lot of energy. His skin starts to become mottled and scaled. This is the most energy you've ever seen him channel in one moment. and you see the quill begins to actively glow by the time he's done with it. He grabs you. He's like, "You're gonna want to get off this boat," and pulls. The two of you are pulled off the boat as he drops the quill, which falls to the deck, and instead of hitting deck, falls into a liquid form. In the distance, you watch as on the ship there is an explosion of some kind. The crew all shimmer and shatter, and then slowly seem to be reforming. Philip screams, looks at the ship, looks at the rest of you. "Oh, this be not over." Tennyson, meanwhile, as he's on the ground next to you, Elendor, he looks at you. No, that should have worked. That was the quill. That should have been it." And we move to Storbal's turn.
I had a total foul, but
That's
everyone else
fine. We
attacked
still
it.
move to the crew. The crew aren't doing anything because they're still recovering from this explosion of whatever it was, and also Illinder having held up the deed. So it is you, Storbal.
okay. I'll look at Philip. Stand next to him. You don't look so tough. And I'll use jeering buffoonery. So he's got.
And what does this do?
It makes him have to attack me for 3 turns.
He has to attack you for 3 turns.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone please roll in. That is the end. Oh, Patek Tech Goblin with Sword, are they still running?
Yeah, they're running away.
They've got limited movement because they're still getting themselves free, but they get another 15 feet down. Kind of, they're basically pulling off ropes and kind of untying their feet and trying to get free, but they move slightly further. Excellent. Everyone, please roll initiative if you haven't already.
I got a natural 1.
Great. Ravik, open for me, please.
I'm lunging for him. I want to tackle him to the ground.
Roll to hit.
Natural 20.
What is your crit damage?
Well, it depends. Like, would this be the
Are
battle
you
axe?
using
Would
the
it
chain
be-
blades? I believe it would be the battle axe. You're looking to pin him to the ground, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay. So it explodes. There's 2d4 exploding.
So that's
it would be
8, and then roll to see if they explode. I believe is how we're doing it.
Okay, so it's another 4, so that's 12 plus 1 because I'm in bear form, so 13.
13 points of damage.
Plus half my
nifty.
level, so 15.
15 points of damage. Okay, not bad. And he is on the ground. Fantastic.
I want him to be
Any-
pinned there. That was my action, right?
That is your action, yeah. So I need you
yeah.
both to roll a strength check then. So I need a strength check from you, please, Ravik.
That's 10, which is a success.
Okay. You have him on the ground and he's pinned. As he's pinned, he kind of looks at you, but Storble has done something. So instead of wrestling you off him, he just moves. And I'm going to see, he's going to do this at disadvantage because he's pinned, but he moves his hands to become free and you see guns appearing in his hands. But his shot is going to be at disadvantage. What is your armor class, Storble?
19.
First one is a miss. The second is a hit.
What's the roll?
You take. It would have been a 23.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, I think. I've moved the dice, sorry.
Absolutely.
You take 8 hit points of damage, Storble, as a stray bullet whizzes past you. Other great successes, please. No other great successes, which means it is now his turn. He's going to roll a strength check because he's still going to try and get to Storble. So a contested strength check, please, Ravik. I think he needs to roll a natural 1 most of the time anyway, so...
Maybe not. Can I re-roll?
It's just a, no. I don't think you can reroll a straight strength check.
Okay. Well, in that
What was that?
Well, I'm in bear form. Oh yeah, would it be? It is straight or is it athletics? Because
I'll
I'm in
give you
bear form,
athletics.
so I have
Yeah.
athletics.
Yeah. Oh, if you have athletics, then yeah, I'll let you use a reroll. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. It's a 3.
He is still pinned. In which case, he's not going to. He's unable to get free, but he's still after Storble. And these are illusory firearms. The lowest there is a 23 Storble.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and then the lowest is a 29.
Okay.
5, 7, 10, 12, 16, 17 hit points of damage, Storble.
Was that 2 attacks, was it?
2 attacks.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Other great success. No other great success. Successes. Zaro and Dristan and Elaine Dur.
So
Go for it.
is he staggered?
No.
What's staggered?
He's not far from staggered, but he's not staggered.
Someone else will go for one.
Okay.
If not, I'm just gonna swing at him.
You're gonna just go for him, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
What's the prone bonus if he's on the floor?
I believe it's +2, but I'll give you advantage because Ravik's like holding him dead still. 19 strength. Oh, very strong.
Well, yeah, technically I don't have 19 strength right now because I'm in bear form.
Don't talk too much there, Ravik. I'm giving Zaro advantage.
Okay.
Oh, that's 16 plus it's 24. D8.
24 will hit.
5 plus is a 12 damage.
12 points of damage.
12 points damage, and then Jask as well. Go for a bite.
Yep.
Nah, missed. 4.
He is now staggered. You see blood pouring down his face. You see injuries. Storble, he looks at you. And you see there are no guns in his hands now. He's channeled them. He's quivering. He's going to use 5, 10. I am going to finish you. Oh! And he screams. I need everyone to roll a luck dexterity save as blades begin to fly from his skin into the air in a 15-foot radius around him.
Ain't no way.
As he casts bloody blades of Graxus.
That hit me.
No, you are not within 5, 10, 50. You're just out of range, as is Tennyson.
Success.
Sweet.
Does it hit the
And
crew
you don't need to. It does, and it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't need to know the specific numbers. I'm going to give you a number. If you succeed, you half this number. If you fail, you take this number in damage. This is a 6th level spell.
Just to be sure, did you say luck dexterity?
Luck dexterity. Okay. The Ravik, you are on. Ravik, actually, you are on top of him.
Yeah.
You are actually within the minimum range. You are not going to suffer from this. Because you are physically, you're in the eye of the storm. It's Dristan, Storble.
Take it.
Okay, here's how this works. Okay. If you succeed the save, you take 16 hit points of damage. Did
Hang
anyone
on.
fail the luck dexterity save?
Sorry, is Yaruz in...
Your ruse is within range of this spell.
Right, okay. Can I
Can I do a
sacrifice my... Well,
Can I do a rescue
okay.
with Arcane Aegis? Technically, it hasn't been my turn yet.
You can. And Arcane Aegis is instant and automatic.
Can I take a rescue for
Tristan.
Jask?
Hang on, Zaro. Tristan, first of all, what does it look like as you use Arcane Aegis in Earthfall? What does it look like?
Eurus is on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So I'm basically jumping over him, and rock just solidifies my back.
Okay, so here's the deal. This is not a directional attack. This is an area attack.
Okay.
So you can save your ruse or yourself.
But he's on the ground, and if I can't I give him cover?
You can cause hit. So the way I'll allow it is because of the way this works. The shield doesn't just affect you. You can use it to protect your ruse.
Would that make
If you're lying
me
on the
a
ground.
failure?
Sorry.
That turn mine into a failure then?
No, you'd still have a success. But you'd take 16 hit points of damage, and your ruse would take nothing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, Tristan, you take 16 hit points of damage. As you touch the ground next to you, the sand begins to wrap around your ruse and solidify into hard stone as blades bounce off the exterior. Zara, you've taken 16. I need a luck dexterity. Yeah. Jask is going to take 16 hit points of damage.
What, I can't do the same thing as Tristan did, but with Jask?
So Tristan used a specific ability which allowed him to have a shield spell. You could cover Jask, but that would make you take full damage. So you could save Jask but sacrifice 33 hit points.
Yeah, I dive on Jask.
Take 33 hit points of damage. Jask takes nothing. This is alive. Zaro, are you alive?
I had 26 HP.
Yep.
Zaro is down for the 11th time. I will warn you, every time you end your round within range, you have to make another save. So if you end your round in this, that is an execution, and you will die. So we move around. Successes, I believe. Any successes? Or was there another great success that I missed, actually?
I think I did a great.
I think
success.
Elainder, I think you're next, yeah.
Right, well, Father, unfortunately, I feel like this is the way it's going to go. Crew members, if you recognize me as your captain, shoot my father. And then I'm going to run in and with my wings and take a.
So this is Sword Storm, basically. There is a storm of blades spinning around your father in like a mini sandstorm. You can fly through it, but you will be subject to damage.
I feel like.
Let's resolve the first thing first. I want one more luck charisma check, please, Elainder or Ilander.
It's getting risky. It's a 4. I've got a hit of 4.
Okay.
That's a fail, but I can use a thingy, can't
You
I?
may use a reroll. If you still have a reroll, you may use a reroll.
I have. That'll be on 2. I've got 2 rerolls left now. Oh my days! I rolled a 2. You beauty.
Your luck is reduced 3, which is the lowest your luck can go. Oh
Cool.
no, hang on. Your luck is reduced by 1. Is that 4? Your luck is on 4
Yeah,
now.
it'll be on 4 now. Yeah.
Your luck cannot go lower than 3.
Cool.
Um,
And as I enter
which
combat,
means-
everyone gets an extra AC.
Well, the first thing that happens, everyone is shooting him. This isn't sporadic. This is everyone.
I guess he's surrounded. Not by only by blades, but by us. I'm on top of him.
Yeah, this may have been a very stupid idea. I'm very sorry if this goes bad.
Oh, you'll just be
Okay,
the person that
boy.
killed us all. So.
8, 9. Everyone turns. Bullets start flying into, but you can see that most of the bullets. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. I'm going to give it one more go. It's 9, 12, 16, 18, 19 points of damage. As the bullets, you see the first 1 or 2 bounce off the blades that are spinning around Philip. The rest of them, as they fly in, make no physical contact. And you see flecks as they reapparate within. And because these are illusory bullets, they only solidify once they hit their mark, which means they don't miss. So that's 19 hit points of damage.
Nice.
You turn my lair monster against me. Thank you.
Can I run in and attack him?
You may now run in an attack. You will be subject to Blades of
Damage.
Braxis.
Yes, I guessed.
Okay, which means I need a luck dexterity save, please, Elenda.
That's
Should be
8,
an 8, I believe. Yeah,
which is 5, so I'm succeed.
fantastic. In that case,
I am
you
very
only
lucky.
You only take 15 hit points of damage.
Oh, nasty. I want to finish him.
Roll to hit.
Oh, I think it's fitting. Natural 20.
What is your crit damage?
So it's 16 plus exploding D8.
Okay.
That's another 8.
24.
28 damage.
28 points of damage. He's very staggered. He's not happy at all. As you leave, with everything that's going on with Ravik and him, he's going to have disadvantage. But are you staying? Are you staying there, or are you leaving his range?
I can get out of the blades, can't I?
You can get. Well, here's the thing. You've moved. Oh, technically, you've moved in and attacked. If you leave again, you can't. There can't be 3 of you on top of him. So you've gone through the blades. As you've gone through the blades, you've attacked him, which means it's just an attack of opportunity on his half. You've already got disadvantage, so it's just going to attack with disadvantage. For Ravik being on top of him and Elenda, you're flying, so it's just going to be
Yeah, go on then.
a response to you. Oh, thank you. Darn it, that was a 19, but I'll settle for a dirty 25 if that hits you, Elenda.
That does just.
As you fly past him, he kind of sword. He slashes across his face. He kind of, from the Ethereum, he grabs a gun, pulls the trigger, and a bullet follows you. Doing 4, 7, 9, 13, 17,
Wow.
21, 24 hit points of damage.
Wow.
So what was that? 39 hit points of damage this turn. You're suffering a little bit, Elenda, as you leave the range. Any other great successes?
I'm
means
confused
it
which
is now
round this was. Did I... Was this the round that I acted first? Was that last round?
That was last round.
Was it last? So did you roll a great success again, Ravik?
I don't think I rolled then. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Roll me
I
some
just got a
initiative.
bit lost. Sorry.
Get a great success for me.
I rolled a 3.
Fantastic. You're on top of him. This chaos is going on around you. What do you do, Ravik?
I look directly down into his face and I growl at him and I say, You threatened Tech. You shot my uncle. I raise the axe. I kick it into this faster spinning mode, and I go straight for his skull. Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Exactly the same
I'll
place
give you
he shot.
advantage.
Go for
I'll give you
execution.
advantage.
Go for execution. Exploit.
I mean, he's a boss monster. Can I execute
Yeah,
him?
you're not going to be able to do. No, you can't.
Can I do something? Like, what can I do with the?
You have
with the
advantage to
exploit,
hit.
then? That's true. That's true. I'm just thinking to use martial heritage. Martial heritage.
Martial heritage.
Marital head.
I mean, I'll just take the attack advantage, whatever. Yeah.
Will you marry me?
Okay. I'm in bear form. Damn it. Is there any exploit I could do?
Advantage to hit is what you've got.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna hit then because that's a.
As you raise your weapon to go
19.
down at him, you kick it in. It sputters into life with this gas and canned electricity. As you bring it down, he looks up at you. You are on top of him, so he's going to try and exploit. He's going to have disadvantage because he's going to. Okay, he can't quite do that. Storble, he has to attack you for the next 3 rounds.
Yeah.
He looks up at you, Ravik, and his eyes glaze over in darkness. And he looks at you, and you can see something building. But at the last second, he tilts his head back at Storble, because that's what's going on.
Wait, does that mean that opportunity attack on Illinder?
The opportunity. Well, no, it would have been an opportunity attack on Storble otherwise, because he gets the opportunity. But I treated it as an independent action. It's not an attack action.
Makes sense.
So otherwise, unless Storble wants to take 24 hit points.
No,
of
it's
damage.
fine. You can leave it. It's all good.
Okay. But I do need you now to roll a luck dexterity save, please.
Oh, my luck is so low now.
And I'm going to tell you now, Storble, succeed.
Is it reroll?
You may use a reroll.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a foul.
You hear, as you look, Philip's eyes begin to glaze. Sand has been moving in the distance, and you see not a human, but moving lightning quick in the form of a snake. Tennyson slithering towards you, and he bumps you clear. 5'10". He bumps you clear of the blades, dives into them, and as he pushes you, pitch blackness. It's not light, it's the absence of color, the absence of existence, pours out of Philip as Tennyson is hit squarely, sacrificing himself in a rescue attempt with a not of iridium but an obsidian ray of unmaking. And you see Tennyson. There is ash on the ground where Tennyson was. As he screams out in protest and defiance. You are alive, Storble. Tennyson has been disintegrated.
Oh, when is it my turn?
Any successes?
Yeah.
Tristan, it is you. If you end your turn next to Philip, you will take damage from the blades.
Right.
Oh my gosh, man needs to move Yaru's.
And Zaro is also down. If Zaro ends his
And
turn, he will be
Zaro.
executed.
Can Just pull me out?
Oh, Jask has. Well, you can. He can try.
There's something. Okay,
Can you try it? Is it alright if Josh tries to pull me out?
Is it your turn, Zero?
I want a success.
Tristan, do you roll a success or a great success?
Success.
Okay, then Zero, I need a strength check from Jask.
Six. Great success.
Pulls you clear, Zero. As you leave, however, Philip, with disadvantage, will have an attack of opportunity. This is 28. 27. How many hit points does Jask have?
10.
Okay. He can survive this. 2. 6. 8. He takes 10 hit points of damage. However, it is a ranged attack, so Jask pulls you clear, and in that time, Philip has aimed. The two of you are. Jask is slumped on your form where I've put you on the map. You are out of range of the blades. Both of you are bleeding and lying on the ground, unconscious. Tristan. No. Philip gets an off-turn attack, and he has to attack Storble. First of all, he's going to. He can't roll a strength check. It's not his actual turn. So he's going to roll with disadvantage on Storble. The lower is a 25.
Is this a physical attack?
This is a ranged attack.
Is it physical? Like, is it a physical bullet?
It is and it isn't. It is when it hits you. It isn't until it hits you.
Okay, so I probably can't.
I will let you. You'll have disadvantage, but I'll allow you to attempt to stop it because you're going to be stopping it at much shorter range than you normally would.
I mean, it does actually kind of say you slow the strike to a halt. It's probably more like a sword strike, isn't it?
I'll let you roll a check if you want to roll a check.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
What is your spellcasting stat? Willpower?
Uh,
I think it is. I think I said it was. Roll a luck willpower check, Storble.
okay.
Oh no, you're. No, yes, it will be willpower. Yeah.
I mean, either way. Yeah, it's a foul.
Okay. You only take 6 hit points of damage, Storble.
Oh,
You seem to slow the bullet somewhat, but it has clipped your shoulder and then disappeared.
Have I used
Now
the,
it is Tristan's.
Have I used the
You
ability
use
for
a
that?
point. I will say so. Yeah.
Okay, I do have to roll DDM as well.
In fact, actually, if you spend the ability point, I'll reduce that to 3 points of damage, even with a failed check, because you spent the ability point.
Yeah, sure.
So there's 3 points. 3 points of damage. Tristan, it's your turn.
DDM's fine as well.
Good.
Guess I'll pull your ruse clear this time.
Okay. Strength check, please.
It's 12, my strength is 15. Success.
That's fine. You pull your ruse's body clear, blades dancing around you. Philip is still forced to attack Storble. So on his off turn, and then it's going to be the crew. It's going to look at you, Storble. You've avoided death a few times now. He is not happy. So he's just going to guarantee it. He's going to magic missile it. Guaranteed hit. 1, 3, 5, 7. First of all, Storby takes 6 hit points of damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this together just so it's all in one go. In fact, no, I'm not. 6 damage plus 4 for a total of 10. Total of 14. Total of 17. 21. Wow. 23. One more. 25 hit points of damage, Storble, as bolts of black energy arc into the sky and slam into you one by one.
I'm down.
You're down.
Yeah.
As soon as Storble goes down, Ravik, you see Philip lock eyes again with you, and they stop. They're no longer glazed over, and there is ichor in his eyes. He is livid, blood and bruising and sweat all down him, and this is when the crew attacks.
They're attacking him.
Yes. 18, 20, 24, 28, 30, 32, 36. Takes 37 hit points of damage as ethereal bullets pepper him.
Down yet?
No.
Oh, my days. Does he look like really wounded?
He is bleeding, blood pouring. Some of the blood is black, it's pouring into the ground. Any failures? Does anyone have any more actions this round?
No.
He's going to look at you, Ravik. He's going to say, right. This be not over. And you watch as his form softens before dissipating into clouds. And as you go to strike him, it hits sand. And he is clouded into the air.
That's inconvenient.
So what happened?
He has become formless, cradle of formlessness. He is no longer physical. He's no longer corporeal. I would like everyone to roll initiative, however, please.
Quick question. Can I do Sever Arcanum?
Well, it's not over yet. I'm having people roll initiative.
Cool.
Great success.
Okay.
Yeah, same. Great success.
Okay. And Elenda.
Great success, number 5.
Okay, so what was that? Tristan 3, Ravik 4, Elenda 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Tristan. Is there anything you can act first, or you can wait for the others?
Oh, I'll wait for the others.
Okay. Ravik, you're next in line.
I'll let Ellen go first.
Elenda.
Can I do Sever Arcanum?
You may. You need to roll a luck intelligence check, I believe. I won't give you pros or cons. You know where you're aiming it because you've just seen them dissipate. But
Cool. Can I use a reroll?
your last reroll, you
Yeah.
may.
Oh, that's good. That is a success, just.
As you see, you aim it. You see him re-apparate, and his movement has brought him right next to you. Illinder, he is looking to grab you. Which, on a 21, I believe hits your armor class.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a straight strength check. A straight strength. Athletics cancels each other out.
Well, can I use Dex instead of Strength? If I'm trying to squirm out.
He has hit you. If you want it to be Dex, he'll be using Dex as well.
Yeah. I'm okay with
Okay.
that.
Okay. In that case, that changes things a little bit.
So I rolled a
Wow.
4.
Okay. Okay. He grabs you. You squirm. You manage to avoid grabbing it. Illander, you're not grabbed. But he is on the boat, and you can see that there is energy channeling in the boat. I'm going to check something else from him as well. As you were focusing on not getting grabbed, he has not pulled you, but on a natural 2, he has swiped the deed.
Okay.
He is on the boat. He has the deed. But that is his off-turn attack. Ravik and Dristan, either of you may act.
Okay. Do you have anything in mind, Justin? I've got something.
I mean, I just have a question about one of my abilities. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm too far. Are the blades still going?
As he dissipated, no, the blades are no longer going. He dropped the blades.
Okay, then I may have something in mind. Are you going to get closer, Ravik?
No.
Okay. I'm going to go forward 30 feet and then do Lash of Unerring Pain.
And you get 3 at level 5.
Every odd level, that would be... Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to deduct 3 straight away from his hit points. Okay, so you have 3d4. These are firebolts, yeah? The way it looks as an elemental monk.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to put a number in the chat. You're going to roll 3d4.
Oh, don't.
And I'm going to make this really clear, just so we're all on the same page. This is do or die. If you do this, this is done. If you don't do this, he's on the boat. He's got the deed. Okay, I have a number. Have you rolled 3d4?
Do I also add my willpower to damage as well, since this is a...
No. This is like a spell. Lash of Unerring Pain. This is different. It's 3d4 plus 3. So roll 3d4. Type the number into the chat. You ready?
Hold up. Yep.
Okay. On the count of 3, we'll both hit enter, and we'll see the damage that you needed and the damage you dealt. Okay.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Max damage!
Ah!
I rolled max damage!
Yes. Yes.
Tristan, what does this look like?
Just fire from my fingertips just leech out, kind of like fire snakes, just gripping onto him.
And as these snakes grip him, what do they do?
Just curl around him and just bite into him.
He looks to you and you can see kind of as he's burning. Well, seems it won't be me then. But if there's anything I can do, then it'll be through her. And you see he grips his hand and the deed is joined in the flame as everything erupts. There is an explosion. And there is just ash on the ground where Philip used to stand. His belongings, the deed, his clothing, the parrot that you're pretty sure was fake that he had on his shoulder. It's all ash on the boat. As this happens, the illusions all begin to disappear and fade. The boats fade, and you watch in the distance as the boat, the ship, statics, and it looks like it just starts to sink. Urus lies unconscious on the ground. Patek and Tech, with Goblin with sword, they made it to a safe distance, and just as Goblin with sword is trying to explain to them in Goblin that they're safe now, he disappears as Storble goes down. Patek and Tech are there.
I'd like to
Urus
rush
is
over to
there.
Urus, if I can.
Now, this is going to be very simple, Ravik. This is going to be simple. It's not
Oh
really
yeah,
that simple.
I found a healer. I found my healer's kit again. My stuff finally came back.
No, you found your stuff.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
that's loud.
sorry. Okay. So, first of all then, Ravik, as you head over to Urus, we're going to need a roll. Because he was shot and then healed, and then other things have happened since then. I'll give you his stat, which is... You need to roll a 13 or below for this particular check.
Alright, it's unmodified.
This is just a straight 13 and below.
So 6.
Okay. He's injured. Blood, coughing. Looks up at you. Oh. Evic,
Uncle,
cutting it pretty fun there. Sorry about that.
you okay?
Oh, I've been through worse. No, I might not be eating for a little while. Hard cut, Illander, you're next to Zaro and Jask, both of whom are lying on the ground unmoving.
I'm going to attempt to try and help them.
So as you try and help Zaro, it works the same way either way. Zaro, I need you to roll a straight Constitution check.
Does a healer's kit do anything?
Not right this second. So Zaro, straight Constitution.
On a 12, success.
And for Jask?
Yes, for the 5. Yes.
Illander, as you kind of start patching them up, they begin to kind of come to. You've seen this before. Storble is also down. Tristan.
Yeah, I'll go to him then.
Okay, just making sure. You could be doing something else if you want.
Right.
Storble, please roll a straight Constitution check.
That's a 6.
Okay. However, there is an ashen clump on the ground where Tennyson was.
I mean, as soon as I'm awake, I'm going straight to it.
It's going to take you a minute or two. And St. Alden is also lying on the ground, unmoving.
I want to go with, when I can.
So,
Illander, you're able to move over quickly, and you can discern that this was a spell. St. Alden failed a very, very powerful saving throw. And the life force of this corporeal form is not present. As you move to interact, I'd like an intelligence arcane lore check.
that's an 8, which is a great success. Sorry, it turns to a 7, which is a great success.
You see the armor begin to not dissolve, but it's almost like the armor was held together by willpower. And St. Alden's entire body seems to dissipate and fade until there is just a shield on the ground with runes dancing across it, glowing brightly purple. Zaro, you wake just in time to see this shield begin to float, almost like a flying saucer, a little bit. And then warp speeds northeast towards what looks like a large mountain in the far distance. Attic and Tech, somehow, are both still alive. They rush up, Tech checking on Iruz and Illander, Patek coming straight for you, Storble.
I'll go over to Tech as well. Yeah, make sure she's okay.
So she kind of runs up to you, Illander. She grabs you. Oh, Illander. What luck, eh? To end up with 2 crazy homicidal parents. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
You didn't know, did you?
I look at her like vacant. Does it look like I knew?
So, and she's just kind of hugging you. She's next. They're next to you, right? As you're kind of pulling your ruse to his feet. They're kind of next to you, adjacent, as this is going on. At the same kind of time, Storble and Zaro gaining consciousness. Storble, you move over to Ash.
I mean,
Storble, are you all right? What's going on? Patrick's kind of checking you as you kind of begin to
I'll push
recover.
Patrick away. Not today,
What?
Patrick.
Is-
Good man died today.
What does 10-year-old Storble do in response to the concept of losing a close friend?
He doesn't know what to do. He just has a little starts crying and just starts walking away.
All right, Storble, you begin to move away as there is Ash. Okay. You watch as everyone's kind of melancholy. You see that Tristan heads to the waterfront, kind of looks back, and as he kind of very quickly looks back, it's a bit strange. Everyone's moving in their own direction at this point, and then Tristan is gone under the water. But it's almost like you catch it out of the corner of your eye. It's not very obvious. Elenda and Ravik, you're both kind of caught up with Tech and your ruse and seeing what's going on. Tech is checking Elenda for injury. Zaro and Jask, you're kind of in one corner. You're both alive, kind of observing what's happened. Is there anything you'd like to do?
There's no remains of St. Odin.
He's force ghosted. You head over, you saw the shield move away. There are no physical remains, but the shield has flown in the direction that you believe, that you would know, Zaro, to be the Dwarven Mountains of old.
I'll just look in that direction and go, I will avenge you. I'll change this. Just tend to Jask and make sure he's alright.
Tristan, is there anything specific you're after as you've kind of...
Well, I kind of wanted to grab a chunk of it. Wanted to find it and try and break a piece off if I can.
So I'll do this as a little bit of a time skip because you're moving quickly, but other things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
As you head out and down, this is quite a way away. It's a mile or two away. This is going to be a couple of hours worth of... Did you say anything to any of the others before you left?
Probably not.
Okay. So you head off in that direction. And that's fine. You thinking about everything, what you've lost, what's been going on. Tristan, you are powering through the water, not swimming. The water is propelling itself around you. Storble and Zaro, you're chilling, recovering, thinking. Ravik and Elenda. What are we doing?
I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like, when you just experience extreme anger, rage, fear as well. I'm kind of still running on adrenaline, and I'm pretty hurt as well. So I don't know. I'm probably just helping Yaruz as much as I can, checking Tech's not hurt. And then once I've confirmed all that, I'd probably go up to Elenda. I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry.
You have no reason to apologize. He tried to kill one of our comrades after making an agreement. It's all his fault. He deserved what he got.
Take out the quill. What? Am I aware that he put the quill in my pocket?
But I tried to make it obvious to you, yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, I take it out and I hand it back to you.
Ultimately, I was never sure how it would have worked. Me getting on there. I'd have had to have lied. But it may have bought you some time.
You tried to sacrifice yourself, Alinda. That's incredibly noble.
As the quill is handed back to you, Illander, and your father is no longer playing this field, you can hold it, and it responds to you now. And it kind of spins a little bit in your hand before the tip of the quill points northeast in the same direction as the mountain, in the same direction that the shield flew off in.
All right, well, let's gather our dead. We have somewhere to be. Our dead and our wounded. Let's find some means of transport. We'll be on our way when he gets back. And Illindor just starts going and he starts gathering up. He first of all checks to see whether anything's been left whatsoever. I don't know that anything has been left.
It was all illusory. It was powered by Pakestone.
Is the armor, is it still there or is it gone from
The armor seems to morph and blend into the shield.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, his actual physical form. Yeah, I will. I'll tell you what though. Roll a D100, Illander.
$99.
Unacceptable. So you've already rolled the 100 on this table. It makes sense that you roll the 99 as well.
Yeah. Damn right.
You look around and you find a single copper coin embedded in the beach just below where your father exploded into flames, where there used to be a boat. Now there is just sand. In the sand and ash there is a single copper coin.
Pick it up.
Do you do anything with the coin?
I check it over.
As you examine it, roll an intelligence check.
Is it an arcane law or?
It's not necessarily, no.
Doesn't matter. What is with my rolling tonight? Flipping heck. It's a natural one. I think I've rolled like 4 or 5 tonight. That is mental.
This is a copper coin, not a gold coin. And it's not quite as lavish as the gold coins, but this is a coin that looks to have the citadel on one side and imagery of Danundur on the other.
Okay. Flick it up in the air.
As you flick it into the air, you see it spins in the air and as it spins, it seems to linger a little bit. And instead of it just spinning, you see colours and shapes. Reds, whites, blues, browns, greens. You see 4 distinct states. Well, with a natural one, the 4 elements are represented one at a time: fire, water, earth, and air, in this wonderful display. And then it lands back in your hand.
Wow.
That seems to be it.
Okay. I'll find out what it does later. And then I'm going to take my bag or take a bag or a pouch. Can I have like a spare pouch? Like, I've got a couple.
Go on, why not? Go on, you can have a
Well,
spare
it's
pouch.
purely RP purposes. I go and gather up the ashes of Vincent or Tennyson. I look at it and go, old friend, you deserve a far more fitting burial place than a beach off the coast. And then I pocket him.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Are the boats still on the shore? Or are
They
they?
were illusory.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
There is not this beach. It's as though no one was ever here. Other than the sand being interrupted through the sounds of combat and through the fire and flame, there's signs of battle, but none of the crew left footprints. None of the boats have left indentations in the beach. You can gather food and kind of set up a camp if that's what you want to do. There's trees nearby if you're going to wait for Tristan.
Can we short rest as well?
You can absolutely take a short rest. Yeah, all of you can take a short rest.
What approximate time of day is it right now?
So it took you. So you've had 2 fights today. So you had the fight kind of early morning. You got back here about midday. It's kind of maybe 2 p.m.
Oh, have I got an entry now as well?
Storbel and Zaro. Yes, we will sort that out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But first of all, Tristan, you are spending quite a while heading through the water. You took a rest before you jumped in, so that's fine. As you approach, you do see, for want of a better word, this large rock riddled with runes and inscriptions at the bottom of the sea. It's quite dark. You're not far out to sea. It's not like, it's not the Marianas Trench. There is limited sunlight, but it's quite a way down. As you reach this large stone plinth-like thing that is structured in the form of the bottom layer of a boat or a ship, what do you do?
What kind of runes are they?
Lots. They're not elemental.
Guess I'll try and, I don't know, crack a piece off.
Okay. How and with what?
With earth stuff? Maybe.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Are you attempting?
Actually,
So are you
can I make a staff out of this? Can I bend this since this is earth? Can I turn this into an earth staff?
Can you transport it back to the beach?
There is a lot of stone here,
There is a lot of stone.
which means jackpot, but also how on earth do we get this anywhere without being able to control it?
Mm-hmm.
Tristan, what you want to do is take enough of it to be useful without interfering with its prime properties. A staff's worth might be ideal. Roll me a willpower check, please, first of all.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
As you approach the stone, most of it, as I say, is ruined, but there are small portions around the edges. And as you touch, you can see imagery from the stone. You can see flashes of the past. You can see the combat. You can see the sailors. You can see what's just happened. And you can see further. You can see all the way back. And you get right back to when this thing was being born and made. And you see that there were 4 figures. 2 of whom you recognize. One was Vincent. One was St. Alden. You see another man with blades on his hip, dark complexion, with curved kukri blades on his hip. And you see a 4th man, whom you recognize to be Philip. And they are standing, talking, with the first piece of pake stone that was to become this massive vessel. And behind them is a domed stone building where they were talking and conversing. You flash into and you can see that in the middle of this stone building, and somehow you know, it's like this rock has memory. This is where Atreus and the Dark Man were working on something, and there is a plinth in the ground, there is metal framework, and there is a sphere, or circular shape rather, where it looks like glass will be placed. It looks window or mirror-like. Outside, you see that Vincent and whom you recognize to be Philip are talking and both engraving small parts into this pake stone. It flashes back to the present, and in your hand you are holding a staff made of this material.
Okay, well that's kind of cool. Can I kind of surround myself in the stone and then move away? I want to get as much of this as possible.
You cannot surround yourself. You are able to get a staff of it. You are able to think Toph's bracelet. You can condense it into like a spherical rock if you need to attack with it. But it is one staff of material.
And I can't get any more.
You are unable to get any more without interfering with the runes.
Okay, I'll head back.
So it's taken about 2 hours, an hour to get there, about an hour to get back. As this is going on, the rest of you can rest up and talk and discuss. But Tristan, you return after a couple of hours. It's about 4 p.m, early evening, very early evening, with a staff of pakestone.
Have you been interested?
Where did you get that?
You'll, you know that stone at the bottom of the ship I was talking to you about? The massive rock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went there to just to see what it was. This is all I could bring back without completely ruining the apparent runes that was on it. Well, we know where it is, and it's quite heavy, so I'm hoping that the current won't take it far. So one day we can come back and check what those runes really were. So far, this is all I've got.
Can you read the runes out on the sand?
Roll an intelligence check.
That's a 4. That's a great success.
None of the runes are elemental in nature. But between you, Dristan, some of the runes that you draw, Storble is able to recognize as pretty pictures that seem to link to the Serpentman. Zaro, you're able to perceive that some of these are shadow runes. But there are other kinds of runes that you are unable to identify. Elenda, roll an intelligence arcane lore check.
You're muted.
You're muted there, Elenda.
So I rolled a 16 and a 7, and the 7 becomes a 6.
So you are able to recognize psionic runes. And it looks like there are also divine runes. It looks like the 3 primary branches, arcane, divine, and psionic, are all represented here. This looks to be a very, very intricate working, or at least what Dristan has put together. It's like he's given you different numbers, and the only way that these numbers could be put together would be through intricate and complicated mathematics for what had to get the outcome that you've seen. So Elenda, you're able to get an inkling that this is a very, very complex and powerful artifact.
Nice.
You say you can give others the ability to breathe underwater.
I can, but I'm not sure if I can. Not long, I guess.
How long?
I don't have that written down. Oh wait, no, yeah, I do. 2d6. From anything 2 to 12 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a while.
Longer than I thought. Yeah.
Well, if I was to fly me and you out there, maybe I could investigate them. Perhaps get a sense on maybe a way to bring them back to life.
Linda, you reckon, with your intelligence roll, that you would be able to interact? You've got the biology to it. You know your father was involved, so you believe there's any genetics or blood you would have. You absolutely have the arcane and the divine that you think you could interact with. But you, to tap deeply into that shadow magic, you think Zaro would be slightly more apt, considering his focus, and none of you have familiarity with the psionic runes. You can recognize them as being psionic, but you're unable to interact with them. Also, you believe that Dristan, did you explain the vision? Sorry.
Yeah, I would have done.
Because if you've said that, then Storble, being of serpent blood, would probably be necessary to interact with some of it as well. It's just the psionics that you don't have a key for, as it were.
Well, I can help everybody get down there. It's just the distance. I mean, you could probably fly how many? Like 2 of us, Yolanda? Yolanda? I don't know what you go by.
Well, wait a second. Why do we need to do this anyway?
Only we know where the location of this is.
The boat would get us there a lot quicker than by walking.
If I'm honest, I'm kind of sick and tired of boats.
Yeah. And whatever happened earlier clearly, I don't know, broke that illusion. Do we even know if we could, well, rekindle it?
So it has to have one from like all types, does it? Basically.
Well, you don't fully know. You've just got what Dristan's been able to draw. What you do know is that there are some things that Dristan's been able to reproduce that you are unable to interact with. You don't know if you haven't seen it firsthand. There could be more that you're unable to interact with, but there are branches that you are not proficient with. So you reckon, you could get so far, but you're not confident in your ability to interact with the psionic.
You fly me and you out there, Linda. Then we can check it out, and you can probably get a better grasp on what it is than I can.
Yes, I wish to see my father's boat, my father's vessel. And then we go. Yes?
It's alright by me.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
And I pick up
And
Tristan and we
so just
fly.
Tristan and Elenda.
Yeah, for the moment.
So when flying, it's still about an hour to fly. So you'll be hitting there kind of evening time when the sun's going down low in the sky, as it's kind of winter time.
Can I create a flame underwater?
Not if you obey the laws of physics.
But what if it was a type of flame that can go underwater?
Well, I mean, what, you've got like an oxyacetylene torch?
If I just create a flame that burns the hydrogen in the water.
You want to create a flame that burns the hydrogen in the water?
No, he doesn't.
I mean, you can try. I mean, that's like
that-
just Death Star the planet.
Well, that's one way to get rid of them.
That's one way to finish the campaign. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for a second then. Elaine and Tristan, you head out. Storble, Zaro and Ravik, is there anything you would be doing in the meantime that you would want to do? Because this I'm going to have to, like, this significant aspect will probably have to be picked up next week for what's about to happen.
This entire time, I would have gone back to where Tennyson died. And for a few hours, I would have been trying to draw a picture of him. Like, normally they took seconds, but this one, I put a lot of effort into. Still probably doesn't look very good. And then I want to find the biggest stick and just shove it in the ground where he died. And then put
roll a d20, Storble.
It's a stick, man.
13.
You draw kind of like a half snake, half human form in kind of like a mishmash of what you understood him to be, and then sign it with a great big stick in the ground. Absolutely. Ravik and Zara is... Go on.
Sorry, quickly, I'll just say... I'll definitely be more like you, Tennyson. You're a great man. And walk off.
I probably would have been standing nearby and just observing, paying my respects as well.
I probably would have just been like meditating, still at the mountain, thinking about the course we're about to take.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to do this so early, but next significant plot points and maps and figuring out what on earth is going to happen next will have to take place. But as it stands, Philip has been removed from play. St. Alden has been removed from play. Vincent has been removed from play. Tech, Yeruz, and Patek are all still alive. We'll pick up next time with Elenda and Dristan heading down to interact with the boat. Thank you very much for playing. I hope it was all right. Sorry if it's slightly shorter. I hope it was.
That's good.
Great.
It was okay.
Yeah, really good.
Nice one.
Awesome.
I'm a little bit traumatized.
Yeah, traumatizing, innit? Oh man, Straw's got it as well.